Welcome back, aspirants, on MacTech 40, and today we will solve another question of thermodynamics that has been asked in civil service exam, or more commonly IAS exam. Okay, and this question was asked in mains exam, mains 2019. Okay, just recently this year. Okay, but before we start, one question for you of non-technical section for your preparation of SSC and other exam that you are preparing for. So the question is: the global competitiveness report is published by which organization? Your options are: option A, International Monetary Fund, or more commonly known as IMF. Second is United Nations Conference on Trade and Development, UNCTD. Option C, World Economic Forum, and option D, World Bank. Okay, you have to answer me in the comment box. Okay, I'm waiting for your answers. So let's start. So today's question is one very basic concept of first law of thermodynamics. Okay, we all know the first law of thermodynamics, that is energy neither be created nor be destroyed, it is only changing from one form to another form. So we have to apply that, okay, in this question, that fundamental. We know the statement, but how to use that? Okay, so the question says that we know all that the first law of thermodynamics says if there is a system and some amount of heat is added q and we are getting work and there are some losses, okay, in form of heat or any other form, or maybe it may be heat or it may be friction, okay, or it may be eddy current losses, or whatever. So when you write the system balance equation, so it is known as q is equal to w plus losses. Okay, so that means whatever energy we are supplying, from that we are getting some work and there is some loss. Okay, and if there is no loss, then it is violating the second law of thermodynamics. Okay, so and another thing, okay, that is if we are providing some work, okay, so that we are getting some heat and there is some loss of heat. Okay, and for that energy balance is equal to w is equal to q, heat transfer plus losses. Okay, like in an engine we are supplying heat in form of chemical energy and we are getting mechanical work as w, and there are some losses due to heating and friction, okay, and lubrication. While on other heating like electric heating or induction heating, we are providing electric energy, okay, and that electric energy is converted into heat, thermal energy or temperature rise, okay, that we are calling heat energy. But there are some losses also due to convection and conduction transfer and radiation also if there is a temperature very high. Okay, so based on that concept, today's question is 40-liter electric radiator heater, that means heater, electric heater that is used to heat the oil. Okay, a 40-liter of electric radiator heater containing heating oil is placed in a 50-meter cube of room. Okay, so the data is like this: there is a room of 50-meter cube and there is a heater placed in the room, and above that there is a vessel in which 40-liter of oil, 40-liter, it is placed. Okay, both the room and oil in the radiator initially at 10 degrees Celsius. So the initial temperature T1 is given to us 10 degrees Celsius. The radiator with rating 2.4 kilowatt is now turned on. That means the electric power consumption for this radiator is 2.4 kilowatt. That means we have provided some work W. Okay. At the same time, heat is lost from the room at the rate of 0.35 kilojoule per second. So as I told you, from 2.4 kilowatt there is some loss, okay, and that is 0.35 kilowatt. So we are applying 2.4, and from that 2.4 kilowatt work or electric heat or electrical energy, 0.35 kilowatt, okay, that means kilojoule per second, okay. Kilojoule per second is also known as more commonly kilowatt. So that much amount of heat is generally rejected, okay, or heat loss, okay. Next is, after some time, the temperature of air in the room is 20 degrees Celsius and the oil in the radiator is 50 degrees Celsius. Take the density and specific heat of the oil as 950 kg per meter cube and 2.2 kilojoule per kg Kelvin. Determine the how long heater is kept on. Assume the room is well sealed and ambient pressure is 1 bar. Okay. So here we have to find the time for which we have to keep on the electric heater. But here there is one assumption: room is well sealed. That means, what is the meaning? Because some of you told me that there is a loss of 0.35 kilowatt kilojoule per second heat. So how it can be sealed? So the here meaning of room is well sealed is no outside as air or any amenities coming in the room, okay, and pressure remains constant at ambient pressure. So 2.4 kilowatt electric power is given to us, mm, and 35 kilowatt is radiating, okay. And after this heating, the room temperature was 20 degrees Celsius and the oil temperature will be 50 degrees Celsius, okay. So we have to find how much time it is required. So applying the first law, whatever input is equal to output, okay. Whatever our input energy is equal to output, there is no loss, okay, but that means no energy friction losses, okay. So input is 2.4 kilowatt, output is given as, output means what? The heat, the amount of heat, sorry, the amount of heat gained by the oil, okay, because this electric heater is mainly used for heating the oil, then amount of heat gained by the air and heat loss. Now we know that the equation for heat gain by the oil, and here pressure is constant 1 bar, so we can write mcp delta t, okay. So density of oil is given and volume, that means 40 liter is given. Specific heat is also given to us, and delta T, that means temperature difference. Initially the room and oil both are at 10 degrees Celsius, but after heating, oil is at 50 degrees Celsius and initially 10 degrees Celsius. So this is the difference. So the density of oil is 950, uh, sorry, yes, 950 and 950 kg per meter cube. Volume is 40 liters, so we have to convert into meter cube. So 40 divided by 1000, so we will get in meter cube. Specific heat, it is 2.2, it is given in data, okay. You can just go back to video and pause that and write down the data, so you will get that 40, okay. So when you solve this in calculator, so we'll get 3344 kilojoule. This much amount of heat is gained by oil, okay. Now next is the heat gained by the room or air, because the room is filled with air. So mass flow of air into Cp of air into temperature difference, because here pressure is constant. So mass flow of the air is, how can we find mass is rho of air density into volume of air, and Cp and delta T. Density of air is 1.2 kg per meter cube and volume is given as 50 meter cube. Cp of air is 1.005 at constant pressure for ideal condition, and temperature difference. That means after heating the temperature was 20 degree and before heating it was 10 degree. So when you solve this, you will get 603 kilojoule. Okay. Now, sorry. So when and the heat loss is 0.35, Q loss is 0.35 kilojoule per second. Okay, per second. Now, one thing, for one thing, you tell me that kilowatt is written as kilojoule per second. Okay, that means power or work per unit time. Okay, or kilojoule is also unit of heat. So heat per unit time, that means in 1 second whatever amount of heat is given. Okay, so when we multiply with the total time, so we will have total heat. That means the heat required by the air to gain 10 degree temperature difference. Okay, and the heat required by the oil to heat up to 50 degrees Celsius. Okay, so when we write the energy balance equation, that is 2.5 kilowatt, sorry, 2.4. In data it is given as 2.4 kilowatt minus, because that is a loss. Okay, so 0.35 kilowatt per second, so we have to multiply with time, so we will get kilojoule. And how much amount of heat is gained by the air is 603, that is 603 into, sorry, plus heat gained by the oil is 3344, total amount of heat. So when you solve this, you will get the time as 1925 second. Okay, but more specifically, if we divide this by 60, so we will get 32 minutes. So this is the answer of the question, 32 minutes. Okay, this is the basic fundamental that we have to use in this question of the first law of thermodynamics, how the energy comes into the system and go out of the system. Okay, hope you guys understand, and if you have any doubt regarding this, okay, then you can ask in the comment box also, and give me the answer of the question that I have asked in the earlier. Okay, and one more thing, you can share with your friends also, so that they will also get benefit. Okay, we will meet tomorrow with one new video. Till then, keep studying, stay focused.